carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Newton now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
Rivers to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. B.J. Goodson. For the pick.
Rivers pass intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
20. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And finding the tight end Hooper. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
It's a pickup of 6.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective. It stopped him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Rosas' kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. That right there, Charles, I think is a prime example of what they're scared of. They said, yeah, you can run. We know you can take off, but be smart. He got hit pretty hard there.
A lot of these young quarterbacks, they like to tell us that they become running backs when they take off. But they have to remember, at all times, they're quarterbacks. Protect yourself. Slide. Get out of bounds. Don't take that kind of hit.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun. Here's a give to Mack. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. On the handoff, it's Mack. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
27-yard line. A gain of 13 yards.
On the give, this is Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
26-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
16-yard line.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Brought down right at the...
Off the play fake. Huntley rolling to his right. And he coughed it up. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question.
And it'll be intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And got his man complete. Odell Beckham Jr.
Let's get that swagger,
And
y'all.
all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. As the first half is winding down, and the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And that'll set them back 5. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6.
Makes the score Browns 17, Colts 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Paris Campbell now on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st down, Colts.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Huntley to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He's got the 1st down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play.
17.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now. Because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Mack. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
Here's Huntley.
And 6.
Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Operating from the gun. Huntley escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
at the 27-yard line.
Throwing is Newton. Flushed out right. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Newton. This one brought in by Jefferson. That catch good for only a couple.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
45-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
He's across.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
20.
They run it again with Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
46-yard line.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
4th down.
They snap it to Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
20. Let's get it.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton flush to his right. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
43-yard line.
28.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Newton escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming. let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
He got 29 yards that time. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Huntley. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game. Game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
On 4th down, Huntley. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Now Newton on 1st down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They fake the give. Newton sliding out of the pocket. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. From the gun, here's Newton. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, Huntley. Flush to his right. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And his throw is incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 1st down. Huntley. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a toss, running left is Mack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Huntley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First down.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
He was brought down by
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Off play action. Newton. He's got a man. Complete.
Nothing here.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Broses now to add the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Browns 24, Colts 12.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Campbell returning it.
Harris Campbell on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. Starting the drive with a give to Mack.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Brought down by Carl.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Ha-Ha Clinton Dix with a pick, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.